What's up, guys? Chris here with our 5 with FLO, and today we're going to be talking about supplementation. It is a crazy topic because there's just so much stuff out there in the market and everything else. But what I want to harp on is what you give to your clients or what you sell to your clients or whatever else. Now, what tends to happen to most fitness professionals is that you're going to get a supplement company at some point. If you own a business, if you're a trainer, whatever, whether it be mid-level marketing company or some kind of supplement company, is going to try and come to you so you can sell their product. This is not a good or a bad thing. It just is what it is. It's going to happen. So what are some of the things you may have to do in this situation? First and foremost, if you're going to sell a supplement, whether it's at your gym, if you sell it privately to your clients, make sure you know their allergies, make sure you know what this person is going to be doing in the future. And I say that because some people deal with NCAA athletes, and there's a huge list of banned substances for the NCAA. So if you have a client that comes in and you say, hey dude, yeah, take this creatine, it's awesome, or whatever, take this and explode or whatever, kid takes it and then it's a banned substance, they get tested, now you're at fault for what the consequences of taking this supplement are to this athlete. So you have to know what's banned for that athlete, what they're working with. Obviously, if it's a general population person, what are their allergies? You can't just start referring stuff and not know if the person's allergic to it or not. So make sure you do your research on that person, what their needs are. Now, when it comes time to the actual supplements, make sure it's something that you yourself take and that you're going to take and you love taking it and you know everything about it and you're referring it because it's coming from a place of experience and you know it's going to help that person. I say that because I've done it in the past. I've sold, I think, 3 different types of supplements. I thought I'm gonna do this. I started to realize that I have no passion for selling supplements. I really can care less about creatines or proteins and all that stuff. It's just something that doesn't drive me. There's no passion for it. If I take a protein shake, it's randomly here and there. That's not something that I generally love. I know its importance, and I have people I refer out to for that stuff, and we'll talk about that in a second. But make sure it's something that you've taken and you truly care about, that you're not just selling because you want to make the money. Obviously, if you sell the product, you'll make some kind of residual income or you'll get a different revenue stream, and that's not a bad thing. But it has to be something you truly believe in and not just something you're pushing, and you become a product pusher. Because what's going to happen is your clients will come in, they'll buy a package from you, no matter what your package price is. So now they bought that. And now let's say you sell online coaching, you sell other programs. Now you sold them that. Now you want to sell them a supplement. Now you want to sell them clothing. Before you know it, they're like, dude, do you even care about my fitness, or are you just trying to sell me on everything you do? Now you have to be really careful with that because you do have to make a living and earn money, and your clients and everyone else should understand that. But at the same point, you don't want to become that guy who's just trying to sell everything and you're that salesy trainer or whatever. So make sure it's something you actually do take and something you can say, hey, listen, I remember my 3rd week on XYZ shake or whatever, I felt this, and now you can have a conversation with your clients about it. But be careful, you're just pushing products for the sake of pushing products. The thing is, I say here, we refer out. So I don't do a lot of the diet stuff here at FLO. I don't do any of that stuff. I refer all that stuff to other people who are well versed in that, because the supplement industry is very, very intricate. There's so much stuff to take. If you talk to any person who's a real dietitian and really does nutrition, there is a laundry list of things you need to look for and watch out for. Similar to when someone comes to train with me, there's a laundry list of biomechanical points I'm looking at when my clients come in. Look, what is your foot doing? What's your big toe doing? What's your ankle doing? What's your knee doing? What's your hip doing? I'm looking at all this stuff. A normal dietitian person probably doesn't look at all that. They go, oh, you're cool, let's work out and do cardio, whatever it may be. So I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not good at. So what I'm not good at, I'm going to have someone else do that for me and help have a cross-pollination of business where I send you people, you send me people, and it's actually a relationship that helps out for the both of us. So if you don't have any kind of credentials or anything in that industry, you may want to stay away from the supplements. Another thing, don't just send your clients to GNC or Vitamin Shop or whatever and just send them to whoever's there. Like, there's some people in these places, I'm not gonna lie, I've been to a bunch of different ones that are really well versed in it and they study their stuff and they're really good. Then there's the high school kid who just has a job at the cashier, and because he has a shirt that says GNC whatever or Vitamin Shop whatever or whatever other vitamin place you send them to, not to knock those because I've seen great people in both those places. Anyway, if someone comes in and they just have that shirt on, your client or whoever is automatically going to assume that that person's the expert. So they're going to walk in and say, hey, look, I'm looking to burn some fat. And they go, a section here, it says fat burners, take this one. And again, you referred your client to some random person. Now that person tell them bought some random stuff, and who knows what that stuff may be causing. The other thing with the supplement industry is not very well regulated. Just like fitness, in all honesty, it's not well regulated. So it's kind of like the wild, wild west of stuff where you go to GNC, I don't know if the last time, or I keep saying GNC, but Vitamin Shop or wherever, you go to one of these supplement places and you look up and you're like, what the heck is this stuff? And it's just like rows and rows and rows and rows of stuff. It's like this old school library and you can take anything. And here's the protein section and there's rows and rows of proteins, and it's confusing for anybody. I've been in fitness 18 years and I'm still confused when I walk in there. I'm like, I don't know what's better and worse and whatever. So when sending them there, be very careful because there's so much stuff. It's not well regulated where you get this thing, a tub of protein, and it says 30 grams per scoop, and it's like, that's not really the case that it's 30 grams per scoop. Plus, how much is my body actually absorbing from all the stuff that's in this thing? So be very cautious when recommending supplements. Again, I am not saying that you shouldn't sell them. I'm not saying that you shouldn't recommend them. I'm not saying you shouldn't do any of this stuff. But if you do it, make sure you're coming from a place of education where you know the product, you know what your client needs, you know all this stuff. All this stuff should be hammered down, and you should have it all down packed before starting to refer this, that, and the third. And then at the end of the day, what tends to happen is going to come back to bite you because you referred this thing and it caused this, and it caused migraines, and it caused diarrhea, and it caused like all kinds of stuff. It caused something, and now all of a sudden your client's like, you told me to take this, I'm never trusting you with anything again. And this, like, or even worse, hey, you know what, I'm not training this guy no more. He has no idea what he's talking about. Boom, they're out the door. So be very cautious with selling this stuff. Again, the mid-level marketing stuff that people sell and they try to get other trainers to sell, it's not bad good. It just is what it is. But make sure if you're pushing it that you can back it up. You know the research behind it. You have some experience with it. And it's something you truly do care about because people can see through the BS. If you're not passionate about it and you haven't really experienced or used this before, they're going to be able to see right through that and they'll be like, nah, you know what, I'm not taking that. So that's our 5 with Flo on supplementation. If you guys like the information, be sure to share, comment, like, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.